Hi, ciao, I'm Anita, and today I would love to talk about Medjugorje. Medjugorje is a small town in Bosnia and Herzegovina. I have been there in 2012 and I converted to Catholicism. I am Italian, so I was raised Catholic, but the reality was that I didn't believe. I left the church when I was 15 years old. And so many things happened, but at the age of 22 years old, I went there with a pilgrimage, and I've made a real experience of Jesus. Jesus loving me, Jesus being present, and so I came back that I started really believing in the Catholic teachings, in the Catholic faith, and this changed completely my life. If you want to know more about my conversion, my testimony, I have made a video so you can watch it. So Medjugorje is quite important for me, it's quite special, but it is special not only for me, but for so many other people around the world. And also I think Medjugorje has an historic importance. Medjugorje is this small town in the middle of nowhere where in 1981 Our Lady the Virgin Mary appeared to 6 children. And this year, which is the 2021, 2020 is the 40th anniversary of the beginning of the apparition. So Our Lady, when she comes in the apparition, she gives messages for each one of us. She is always calling us to come back to God and to pray more. I think the main thing, the most important thing she says always is to come back to God through prayer. She also says in which way to pray. She says to pray the rosary, she says to go to Mass and really truly believe in the Eucharist. She talks about confession, how much is important to go to confessions and to pray for the church, to pray for the priests, for everyone in the world. Our Lady, she always bring us to Jesus. She always talk about Jesus, and she always recommend us to go back to God. So she is here with us because she's a mother, she's our mother, and she always calls us as her sons and daughters. And so she is a mother that is calling us, all her children, to go back to God. Medjugorje is a place of special grace because so many people converted to Catholicism. Me, I am one, but there are so many people that came there maybe with a crisis in their faith, or maybe they were not Catholic at all. They came there and they had such a big experience that they started believing. Also, maybe priests, I know priests that had faith crisis. They came there and their faith became on fire, set on fire. But also is a place where there is physical healings. I don't think this is well known. I personally know a girl, she's my age. She was on a wheelchair. She went there in the Apparition Hill, which is the first place where Our Lady appeared. She was there and my friend stood up on her feet and she is still now completely healed. It is a place of special grace where something huge is really happening. You can see people from all over the world at all ages, so many young girls and boys, and this for me, when I went the first time, was shocking because I was not used to see young people praying, living out the faith. I thought that the only Catholic people on the planet were the old ladies because I never knew young people that were living their faith. Of course, I was in a social place, in a social environment. My family was not believing the faith, and I went to public school where no one's really believe. And so I was also in a cultural environment where no one's believe. But now, after I converted in 2012, I realized that there are young people, there are people really believing the faith, but they are quite spread all over in Italy. I have met them online through Instagram, Facebook, because after my conversion, I started to talk about my faith on my social media. In this way, I had a lot of Catholic girls and boys that wrote to me, and so I realized that they exist, but they are hard to find. But yeah, okay, so if you go there, you can see all these young people that are really, really believe. They have a light. They are really so beautiful. And so I think Medjugorje is so important. I have been to some apparitions. I have talked to some of those people that were children in the 1981, but now are adults. I talked to Maria. Maria, she is so nice, and she has something special, really. I'm so grateful to have been able to go there. And I have been, after my first time in Medjugorje, I have been there so many times because I brought also some people of my family, some friends of my friends, and so I organized pilgrimages, and so I've been there so many times, and I really always saw that the people with me in the same pilgrimage, they went there and they had some kind of healing, some kind of spiritual help. Their faith recharged, my faith recharged, and so it's a special place. And I wonder if you have ever been there. Write it down below if you have ever wanted to go but you never had the chance. And so because I wonder if Medjugorje is so well known also from all over the world, because in Italy is so known because so many Italians have been to Medjugorje. From the north of Italy, where I live, is 8-9 hours by car, so it's not too far. And if you are from the center or the south of Italy, you need the boat, you need the airplane. If you talk about Medjugorje here in Italy, even if they don't believe, they heard about it, and they heard people that went there. So I truly believe in Medjugorje because of the fruits that are coming from there, and also Pope Francis recognized the fruits of Medjugorje. And also you have to know that so many scientists and doctors analyzed the 6 children, and saw that they were and are now healthy, mentally healthy, healthy in their body, and that there is no fraud. They are really, something is happening, and because during the apparition they bow down on their knees and they watch a specific point, okay? But what happens is that they become insensitive, how to say? I have my Google Translate here. yes, insensitive to the pain, and their pupils become so small in a way that means that there is a big source of light. But if they were here in this, if you are in the same room, you don't see a change in light, okay? But to them happens that they have there is a big light, so big that they should not be able to handle. Instead, their eyelids are open, and they look at that same point. They also separated them. They put them in different rooms. And during the appearance, everything happened simultaneously. So another thing is that they pray, okay, because Our Lady comes every day at a certain time, and so they pray. They know the moment, and way before they start praying. And when she comes, they all simultaneously go on mute. You don't hear a word, but you can see their mouth that they are praying, they are talking. And they analyzed the vocal cords, and they saw that the vocal cords are working as usual. So we should hear them praying, but we don't. And so this is not something that someone can do. And so the scientific data says that they are not lying. Something is happening. Of course, the doctors and the scientists can say this is what happens to them, but they cannot say, okay, this is Our Lady coming. Okay, so what I wanted to say is my personal experience and my thoughts about it. I really recommend, if you are able. Now, because of COVID, was not possible to go to Medjugorje, but I know that now some people from Italy are going. So I don't know where you are from, but if you have the chance, please go to Medjugorje. Go there and see. Go there with an open heart, really saying, okay, God, if you show up, I'll try, I'm open to start believing. If you go like that, if you go with an open heart, open soul, open mind, I'm sure that you will find the faith, you will find God with open arms. And so that's it. This is what I wanted to say about it. And so let me know if you have ever been to, if you wanted to. And so see you in the next video. Bye.
Why is the sun a host in the sky?